I want to give a huge thanks to PTCGO Store for sponsoring the channel. PTCGO Store is a great site where you can get all of the latest Pokemon trading card game online codes for great prices, as well as instant code delivery. Now able to order Sword and Shield Darkness Ablaze, the newest set. Be sure to use code CHIP5 at checkout to get yourself 5% off your order, or click the link down in my description below. Once again, that is code CHIP5 to get 5% off. Thanks, PTCGO Store. YouTube, what's going on, guys? Chip here. Welcome back to another Pokemon TCG Online video. Today we're looking at a deck in the standard format that I think after rotation a lot of people were really expecting not to do very well in the start of the new format, and that's Baby Blacephalon. A Baby Blacephalon deck did actually recently win a massive 150-person online tournament, so I think that got a lot of people's interest sparked back into this deck. Can it survive without Fiery Flint? This list is definitely a little bit different. We're not playing Jirachi in this build, and I actually think that Jirachi kind of takes away from the consistency that it's supposed to give to the deck. You're having to play 12 specific cards in order to make Jirachi work. The 4 Jirachis, the 4 Scoop Up Nets, and the 4 Switch, and outside of Jirachi, the deck really doesn't need those cards, so I wanted to test out a version of this deck that utilized a little bit more of the GX drawing power in the Dedennes, and of course the Crobat V as well, and then we could use the Oranguru with Primate Wisdom in order to save some of our resources before having to use something like Dead Eye Change. Now this is a deck that I played over on my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/TrainerChip, built it with the chat, we had a good time testing it out, and it actually ended up doing a lot better for me than I expected it to, so I wanted to go ahead and record a video on it. We got some pretty decent games in the video today. And here's the list right here, and like I said, we're not utilizing Jirachi, and it just really does create so much more space in the deck for you. And we are utilizing 2 copies of Beast Bringer. This is key in that Arceus Dialga and Palkia matchup to get those extra prizes after they've used Altered Creation. You really do miss Fiery Flint a lot with this deck, like a lot, but we have a lot more energy recovery cards, so even if we're not getting one-hit knockouts early on in the game, we can get those 2-hit KOs and then reach for that big 1-hit KO to close out the game. That's pretty often how I find my games going. I'll poke like a VMAX or a tag team, something like that, for 100, 150 damage, and then I'm able to close it out with a 2-hit KO, and then just able to knock out one more tag team or one more VMAX, depending on the matchup, of course, with one big Fireball Circus at the end of the game. There's the list, guys. Let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. Have you been trying out Baby BLOWNS? How's it been working out for you? As always, guys, make sure you click that subscribe button, ring that bell, turn on those post notifications so that you can get notified anytime we post a new Pokemon TCG video. With all that being said, guys, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Alright, going up against Desert Rat. Love the name. We're going to be calling the flip. Let's go ahead and see what happens. We do win the flip. I do like to go first with this deck generally. Still, we have, of course, Zacian to Intrepid Sword to try to draw cards. What am I looking at? Oh, boy. What a hand. I mean, that's a Baby BLOWNS hand if I have ever seen one. Let's see what we can make of it. It's not looking good. I'll say that. So we're up against some sort of Boltund deck. Pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and hit him with the Giant Hearth, thin a couple fires out. We're going to go ahead and attach a fire to the active so we can, you know, get that little pivot going for next turn. And pass it over to our opponents and hope that they are not playing a deck that can hit for 160. They're attaching to the active, so that tells me that's probably not happening. It, I guess, is probably just some sort of Pikarom deck. Trying to attack with Boltund maybe a bunch. I kind of don't hate it. Let's see what they do here with the research. Ditching a Switch, Marnie, and Boss's Orders, and a Lightning Energy. Getting that Lightning is good in the discard pile. Oh, Turbo Patch. Just Turbo Patch Lightning, guys? Okay. Ooh, Giant Bomb. That's pretty interesting. I'm kind of confused. Oh, it's Salamence. I'm just amazed by this deck. Okay, cool. I'm kind of confused why they didn't just go for the hit with Zapdos, honestly. It seems pretty good to do that. And they had the ability to last turn, or this turn. They could have just gone attach switch, hit me for 80. Get some good damage in play. But I guess electrifying is generally going to be better. So, it makes sense. I've changed my mind. We'll go with this. And, they're going to go ahead and put one on Salamence, one on to the Dedenne. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put a Beast Bringer here. I'm going to Giant Hearth away in energy, fail that, and we're going to Dark Asset, draw 2, and get a Cramorant. Okay. So, not ideal. It is weak to lightning. Definitely a less than ideal situation. But we'll go ahead and Beak Catch here. Gonna get a Welder. And probably just a Blacephalon. That's about our best bet here. Let's take a look. We do have Dedenne. We have Oricorio. We did prize Zacian. Yeah, Welder BLOWNS seems just fine. We have to promote the Crobat here. We do have all 3 air balloons, so got our pivot options available to us. And, yeah, we'll see what happens. Obviously, also, if they don't just knock this out, we can Welder and attack, but I totally expect them to just attach an energy to their active to knock out Cramorant this turn. Here comes Incense, gonna get the VMAX. I guess they could go with a spreading damage route, potentially, but that seems pretty weak. I think if you can just attach an energy and get a KO, that's pretty good. We are weak to lightning, but... Ooh, okay. I guess they don't have the... Okay, this works. Makes sense. Okay, so unlikely we're getting a KO this turn. We could, but it's unlikely. We're gonna send up the Crobat. And we draw just another Fire Energy. Just what I wanted. What the heck? How did they know? Let's go ahead and get a couple energies out. I mean, we honestly, if we draw a switch card, we got a lot of energies here. So we can maybe make something happen if we draw, like, Crystal Switch. Okay. Let's go get Oricorio. See what it gets us. Don't really want to Dedenne, obviously. Okay. Not much going on here for us. I kind of want to hold off on this attachment, honestly. We got double Pokégear in hand. We're almost certainly going to be able to find Welder. I mean, we could definitely still win the game. Maybe we need to, like, retreat to this guy this turn. Well, he's probably going to Sonic Double, right? To retreat. He can't even take a knockout on this, because he can't use Max Wings again, unless he goes, like, Switch. Or Bird Keeper. He's got Bird Keeper. I think I'm going to go attach retreat, and I didn't check my Fire Energy prize count. It's probably not worth it to go for Blazer. We'll send this guy up, and we'll go with the Blazer. As soon as I say... Oh, well, that works out. We'll take it. That's one less energy we have to discard to knock this guy out. I didn't expect to really hit that, to be honest. But I think it's better than going into this Blacephalon, because if we go into this Blacephalon, they can just double Sonic around it, and then we're kind of in a weird spot where we've got 2 energies stuck on this one, and we've got, you know, this guy active with no energies on it. So... yeah, I mean, we're still okay. Not great, but we're okay. We can win still. Doesn't look like I've had much so far. Haven't used Coco, obviously. Here comes the Turbo Patch. They do flip heads on that one. Probably just going to go to Boltund with this, if I had to guess. Yep. Oh, we actually don't play any regular Switch, so... they could theoretically Tingly return us at some point to buy a turn if they need to, but I'm not going to tell them that. You guys don't tell them that either. Probably just like... oh, it's going to just be triple and Air Balloon. They know they can't use Max Wings this turn, right? Please don't attach this triple here. Okay. Oh, but they got the Air Balloon to move it. Okay, that works. Okay. This is fine. As long as we hit a Welder off one of these Pokégear, we obviously have access to so many Fire Energies. Not super worried about that. I think they should have held the Turbo Patch, right? If they were going to use Coco and just put the energy on Boltund to Dedenne. Or, yeah. I don't know. Okay. So let's start with... we got... I would love to get the Welder first. We've got 2 Pokégears. Okay. So now we'll go ahead and Dance of Tribute. Since we had 2 Pokégears, I think that kind of makes sense if we hit... like, we shuffle the deck anyway, so since we already have this one, we still see the top 10. Let's do this. Perfect. Great, 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 great. Okay. We also can get Marshadow here. Let's just go ahead and Welder. We're fine drawing Pokemon, so... Don't need a quick ball yet. Okay. So we have enough for the knockout, but what do we want to do from here? I think we just go get Blacephalon, put it on the bench. So, we could get a Oranguru and put a Pokégear on top in case of a Marnie top deck or prize draw from them. We know our opponent obviously has the ability to max wings this turn, so we could have maybe just gotten Blacephalon. Yeah, we'll do this. I'll go ahead and do this to put 2 Welders back. We obviously could have gotten Marshadow as well, and maybe that is the way to go there. But let's go with that. It's good. And we will hit them with the Fireball Circus for 4 energy to the discard pile. Yeah, honestly, the more I think about it, I probably shouldn't have taken the fire energy. I was just clicking naturally. But we do get a quick ball. The more I think about it, I was going to say, I actually feel like it's kind of not great to have gotten the Oranguru. It's probably the worst of our options because we really want to Blacephalon next turn, obviously. They do just top deck the research, but they're actually not going to be attacking with Salamence here, which I like. I mean, attacking with Salamence doesn't really do too much for them. And if they're going for the Tingly Return here, we don't play Switch, so we're going to be stuck for a turn. We are going to be stuck. See what they do with the Calm. It's going to be putting back a Dedenne. And grabbing what? Salamence, Boltund. It's going to be Salamence. And try to Turbo Patch to it. They do get the hit. There you go. Yeah, so I guess they're committed to the Tingly Return, and it's going to work out for them. It is going to work out for them. I think I just ditched this. Nice. Pretty good odds to hit Welder there. We obviously just put 2 back. So I'll go ahead and Welder 2 to the bench guy. Do that in case of Marnie. Go ahead and throw this out there. Could I have done that last turn? I maybe could have done that last turn, and that probably would have been good. I'm going to hold off on this just in case they try to do something tricky, but they also sent up Zapdos. I'm not really sure about that. If they're expecting to buy a turn, they probably should just have sent up the Salamence. But I don't know. We could be in a tough spot here. Like, we could still just definitely lose the game. Because they have 3 prizes because it took us so long to get going. With that terrible hand. I will be amazed. But yeah, I forgot what our opening hand was this game. We started a Dedenne and attached an energy to it. If we win this game, I'll be definitely amazed. It's kind of going to come down to if they get a boss's orders or not on the next turn, though, to just knock out one of these guys. I think that's what it's going to be. And they've got one in hand. What supporter did they play? Was it just Cynthia Caitlin? Yeah. Okay. Oh, did they switch, though? So they go switch into Zapdos. We go knockout. And then they need a triple with the boss they have in hand to get a knockout on one of our guys. So it's honestly not looking good for us. I'm not going to lie. Honestly not looking that good. Okay. Shouldn't have done this yet either, because we can Welder just 1 energy here, which is what we're going to do every time. I'm doing stuff in such a bad sequence. Okay. Yeah, I want to get this guy down for sure. One less piece to potentially find off a stamp. We're going to play like we can win, even though it's not looking great. We're definitely going to play like we still are in a fine spot. I don't know that we are. Put this on top. I don't know if we should attach this here or not. I also should have done that before. I should have done that before benching this, because then we could have Marshadowed and gotten the Hearth in play. But I don't know that we actually want the Hearth this turn, so maybe it doesn't even matter. I'm kind of just rambling at this point, thinking that we're probably going to lose this game. Well, I mean, we know they have the boss, so it's literally just going to come down to whether or not they have the triple acceleration energy to go along with it. They are down 2, but they have also played, like, every card, so... I have a very thin deck. Great Catcher also works. And triple, yeah, that's going to close it out. Cool deck from our opponent. Close game. I'm amazed that we made it that close with how bad our start was, to be honest. But shoutouts to our opponent. Really cool deck for sure. We'll take a peek at it. A couple Boltund, Vikavolt, and Salamence VMAX. Lightning Salamence VMAX. Super cool. Maybe we'll try this out at some point. Oh, they only had 3 triples? They drew their last triple, man. I mean, they had so many cards. It's pretty likely they get there, but it is what it is. All right. SJB is here. Dark deck box. So I'm going to assume it's Eternatus. And we'll see what happens with that. We'll go ahead and choose to go first for sure. Would love to get an Intrepid Sword off. Unfortunately, that's probably not going to happen. But... don't think... I mean, obviously, if we could have seen our opening hand, we would love to have chosen to go second here. But it's actually going to be a metal deck. Okay. Probably just ADP since they've got the Cherish Balls. We also see Crushing Hammer. Not something you see too often. We're going to draw just a couple Fire Energies, and we're going to hope that we don't get donked here by a Zacian. Let's see it. What you got for me? Donk me. Crushing Hammer. It's fine. I think it's always still correct to attach the energy, obviously. And we have so much energy recovery in the deck, so it's fine. They're actually going to opt not to reset stamp us. We have a pretty big hand, so I don't know about that. Just because we didn't play anything doesn't mean we don't have a good hand. Obviously, we can't play Welder turn 1, so... Switch Dedenne. They're going in. They're going for this turn 1. They did not discard a Metal Energy, though. They are going in. Let's see what they get here with the Cherish. It's going to be another Dedenne. They've already used 1. You know you can't do 2 of those things, right? Ooh, going to hit us with a Marnie. Okay. That's not good. 2 of our Wielders on the very bottom of our deck. We do thankfully draw a Crobat, but Chaotic Expel is probably going to slow us down a little bit here. I really want to avoid benching Oricorio if I can. I don't want to put two prize Pokemon in play in this matchup ever. That is a perfect top deck. I think I'm actually going to go attach Crobat and then use Crobat, I mean. Yeah, Crobat for 3. And then Welder for 1. Okay. So here, I think we go Quick Ball for Marshadow, Hearth, use the Hearth, of course, we prized Marshadow, okay. So I can't even do any damage right now. I mean, I can do 10, maybe 60. How many energies? 12, 13, 14, 15. So we prized 1 energy. It's pretty good odds, right? Never tell me the odds. I really don't want to put Zacian down. We're just asking to lose. I think at this point we do it, though. Drop this so we can Hearth next turn. Yeah, I mean, they didn't GX last turn, so let's see. They go GX this turn. We go 4 with the... So if we just get the Beast Bringer here, after they GX, we can do it. So it's fine. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Let's see what they got. We need the Beast Bringer, basically, for anything to happen for us here. Okay. Maybe should have benched Oricorio just in case. Ooh, are they going to just attack? Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. I think I would definitely go for the Altered Creation GX if I was them. I've got 2 guys in play. They definitely can't be expecting... I mean, if I just get a knockout here, like, I just win the game. I should. Alright. Let's see if we can do that. Okay. Zacian, go. Got an air balloon for you, bud. Don't worry. Yeah, okay. Welder. Okay. All good stuff right here to draw. Honestly, perfect. Yeah, like, ideal draws, to be honest. Beast Bringer. Get rid of Oranguru. We need all the fire energies we can get. Let's see if we can draw a Beast Bringer here. Beast Bringer, come on! Yes! Okay, we got there. Perfect. And I believe we should have enough energy as well to go along with it, which is the important part as well. So I think they definitely did not make the correct play. I mean, obviously it worked out for us, but just generally speaking, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And we'll take 4 prizes. The fact that we would have been able to... I guess we wouldn't have been able to get there necessarily, though, because we wouldn't have had access to Oricorio to draw. So we would have missed the Beast Bringer play, and they probably would have won. They probably would have won, but now... I mean, they could stamp us to 2, I guess. So that's a little sketchy, but they probably don't play Stamp. They probably just play Marnie. Marnie to 4 is way better than Stamp to 2. I'm thinking we should be okay here. Yeah, because if they alter Creation, even if I knock out ADP, there's no way they were expecting Beast Bringer. I can't think they were expecting Beast Bringer. But, like, just so from their point of view... If they knock out, if they Ultra Creation, then all they have to do is go Gust Gust to win. And that's like so easy for this deck to do right now. And he had not played a, well, he's down 2 boss? When did that happen? Did that happen this turn? He does play Reset Stamp. Oh, we saw Reset Stamp turn 1. What am I thinking? Well, we drew 2 Welders. No Chaotic Swell? No Swell? All we need is enough energies to knock out Zacian, which should be pretty easy. We need just 6 energies total this turn, right? And the Dedenne is pretty good. So let's start with Oricorio. Actually, should we go Hearth, Welder, and then we can have the option to Dedenne before Oricorio? I'm kind of thinking we would be fine drawing energies here, but we have so many recovery cards still in the deck. Yeah, we'll do this. Yeah, okay, so now we can go attach Dedenne. This is actually perfect. Then a Welder out. Nope. Then we go Dedenne. We'll draw 6, and then we can draw 3 more. And yeah, we have it all. GG's. Like I said, I think our opponents maybe made a misstep there. But we're able to close it out. Of course, Fire Weakness coming in handy, but we didn't even need it. We've got 2 more Energy Retrievals as well. And GG's, the Beast Bringer coming in clutch, and we actually prized one. Did not check that, not gonna lie. You guys will notice, if you watch my videos enough, I do not check my prizes often enough, and it has definitely made for some situations where I get punished pretty hard for it, but we're taking the win down with Baby Blowns. Alright, Richey, ABC. Got the Charizard deck box and sleeves. Pretty cool stuff there. You don't see those too often. They're pretty rare, pretty hard to get, pretty expensive on PTCGO. They're going to go ahead and choose who is going first. Going to let us go first, which I am fine with. And we actually just start the Zacian, which means we can start using Intrepid Sword right away. Perfect. And let's see what they've got. Some sort of Firebox deck, so... Okay. I think we just want to ditch a Fire, get a Blacephalon, put it down, attach, and Intrepid Sword. No reason to put down Beast Bringer, alert them to our plans. No reason to put down the Marshadow quite yet. And if this Heatran does not move from the active spot, we could take 3 prizes on it with Beast Bringer. Honestly, I would be okay if they got like a Welder Hotburn play off. Unfortunately for them, looks like they're having a pretty rough start of things. It's just going to be a switch into the Crobat and a pass. You hate to see it, but honestly, I'm not going to complain about it too much here. Okay, let's see if we can get the Welder. Perfect, exactly according to plan. Go ahead and Welder. 2 energies to this guy. And pretty good hand, honestly. We get to go this. I like this, I think, and we'll just Dedenne. Not going to be using Beast Bringer, obviously. Here we are looking to just get the knockout, so Dedenne change, here we go. Oh, we actually do not have the energy we need for the KO yet. So let's go ahead and Primate Wisdom this. See if we can draw an energy. Nice. Perfect. That's why we did that before using Giant Hearth. Sequencing, guys. Sequencing. I'm going to go ahead and ditch the Giant Hearth. I guess I should be mindful of a potential Wondrous Labyrinth, but as long as we have Marshadow in play, we should be able to deal with that. And yeah, we'll just go with the Fireball Circus here. Ditching 4 energies, doing 200 damage and taking out Crobat V. Obviously, our opponent, I think, didn't have very much. They're giving us the Broken Heart. We do give them a Giant Hearth, though, so maybe that can help them do something. But they're probably hoping for a decent top deck here. There's an attachment to the Heatran GX. That's unfortunate. Yep, we should just have game here. All we need is the Hearth. We've got 2 energies in hand, and that's going to be it. Unfortunate start on our opponent's side, but that is how it is. We had a bad start earlier on in this video, so, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. I just had a really good game against ADPZ. I won. And I looked over, and I forgot to click the record button. I'm sad. I'm pretty sad about that. It was a good game. GG's, Eddie. Alright, up against SJ BS here. I've already played them once tonight. So let's see how things go this time. See if they're on the same deck. If I remember right, they did have the dark deck box last time as well. Let's see if they've changed things up a little bit. Not a great start. We can go with the Beat Catch turn 1, which isn't too bad. And also just starting Cramorant. Maybe he like won't bench a Dedenne. We also could always just like snipe down a Dedenne. Looks like it's going to be ADP. And they're going to just start off with a reset stamp. I don't really like stamping your opponent from 6 to 6. Or did I have 7? I don't know. But our hand is almost exactly the same, to be honest. And if we find a Welder, we could snipe down Dedenne right away. Not a great start on our opponent's side, I don't think. Yeah, it's just going to be the Intrepid Sword. And if we get this turn 1... Oh, well, that's pretty good. Yeah, I think we're probably just not going to use Beast Bringer this game. Yeah. So how do we want to navigate this? Do we attach it to the active? Beak catch the following turn. And then we can Crobat here to draw some cards. We obviously could just get donked, so we need to do something else. I think I'll play a Pokégear, fail it. Feels bad, but we need to draw some cards that are not Welder necessarily right now. Well, we drew Welder. Okay, let's just go ahead and Spit Shot, see what happens with our prizes. Hopefully it bails us out a little bit here. Zacian, not great. Fire Energy, it's okay. It's okay. So I'm kind of hoping that they knock out Cramorant. I guess if they don't, we, at worst case scenario, go for Beak Catch. Best case scenario, they bench another Dedenne for some reason. We also could just Spit Shot, like take the prize onto Ralladon. We could 2-hit KO Zacian, potentially. They're going to go with Marnie, though. I'm okay with this. And we somehow just, like, still have nothing, man. Okay. Well, we at least had something before. Now we just, like, have nothing. But Beak Catch is a good attack. Okay. Oranguru is pretty good. Let's go ahead and put Welder back in the deck. Would love to draw that. Would love to shuffle the deck as well because we know that there is Welder on the bottom of the deck, and we just get double Blown. Okay, so we'll bench you. We'll go here, and we'll hit him with the Beak Catch. Not too bad. Not too bad, honestly. I'm okay with it. Let's just take... How do we want to do this, actually? We could just go with... probably just, like, Dedenne-Energy, honestly. Look to Dedenne change. Get this. And an Energy to attach. And we'll Quick Ball away the top deck, or the Energy, depending on what the top deck is. To get Dedenne, ditch the hand, and go from there. Yeah, because just getting Welder for 3 doesn't really do much. We'll go with this. Getting Welder and, like, Giant Hearth can definitely be exploitable too, because they could obviously just put Swell in play. I'm pretty sure when I played them earlier on tonight, they had Swell in their list. Pretty sure. Also, they do play Reset Stamp, so we could get stamped to 1, theoretically. Yeah, I mean, and the pressure is on here. We do need to get a knockout on the ADP this turn. Because if we don't, they can just go knock out Crobat. Oh! That's really bad. That's really, really bad. Okay, so our play this turn now becomes to snipe down Ralladon. They're going to Marnie away our Spit Shot, too. Yeah, our play now has to become sniping down Ralladon. The hammer is really bad. We can't move Cramorant. So now what we do is we try to snipe Ralladon, and then we try to knock out ADP for the game. But that could be bad because they could just, like... I don't know. This is not good. I think what we're going to do here is go like this. Get you... Wisdom the Welder on top. I think we gotta snipe, like, Oranguru. Oh, but how do I not get another Energy? Okay. So now we go, like... What do I do? What do I do? This is not good. Okay. Get this. Welder, Beak Catch... He goes... I mean, he's got a 3-card hand, so maybe he has to just hit into the Cramorant. If he does that, we can still be okay. Okay. Let's just try to increase our hand size. And go with the Beak Catch. So now we would need, like, 2 Hammerheads in order to destroy us. Which could happen. I think we go like this. Let's get this ugly non-gold one out of the deck first. And then we'll try to replace it with a Marshadow and use the other gold one. Oh, I guess we can't do that this turn. Yeah, because we can only play 1 Stadium a turn. There's 1 Hammerheads. It's going to be off the active. Bottom me with a second one. No. Okay, that's good. And, I mean, if he doesn't have boss, we're probably okay here. If he just hits the active, we're very fine with this. Oh, that's not good. Boss. He must have drawn the Crobat. That's so bad. Okay, well, I mean, we have the Marshadow, so it's not the worst, but less than ideal, I would say. What's he got, a Marnie? Alright, that's not good. That is not good at all. We have to knock this out, and he has to not get the Gust on Dedenne or Cramorant. Wow, we were in such a good spot. We were in such a good spot. And now look at us. Okay. So, pretty likely that we're going to be able to get the KO here. I mean, we just have it, right? Yeah, we do. So, yeah, we don't need to... I was thinking we might need to Dedenne here. We don't need to do that. Okay. I mean, we're never bossing. Get this guy down. And put Welder on top of the deck. And hope that we don't lose. Yeah, there we go. Hope we don't lose. Seems like a good strategy, right? We get down to one prize left. One prize. Please don't have boss's orders. Please. No, don't do it to me. Please. Please. He's sending up Zacian. Please. Chaotic Swell? Okay. Sauce? Okay. He might not have it yet. He could be thinning to draw with Crobat, or he's about to play Dedenne, or he's just playing cards and he's got the boss. Well, GG's. We did beat him earlier tonight, so I guess it's his revenge getting back at us. It's only fair. Only justice, honestly. And, I mean, you can see how crucial the play with... I mean, I don't know why he's playing all this, but... okay. I mean, I'll go ahead and just take this opportunity to talk a little bit and close out the video. You can see how crucial that Beast Bringer strategy really is for the ADP decks. And we were able to put it into use twice. Once against this player earlier on. A second time in a game that was meant to be recorded and unfortunately did not get recorded. And then it just didn't quite work out for us this time. But I hope that this also shows why I like this version of the deck a little bit better with the Beast Bringers and such. I think it's, you know, solid. I like it a little better without Jirachi too. It can be a little more inconsistent at the start, but I think it just has a way higher power level, and I honestly think Jirachi takes away from some of the consistency, which sounds counterintuitive, but you're basically playing 12 specific cards just to be able to play Jirachi that I don't think you even need in this deck. So there we go. There's the Baby BLOWNS deck. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Thank you guys, as always, so much for watching. That's going to do it for me. I'm going to get out of here, and until next time, take care.